Namaste children. Hope everybody is excited to start learning 8th standard mathematics. I am also excited to teach you the subject. So, shall we right away get inside the topic? Okay. First, to begin the session, I want you to recall some concepts from 7th standard. Can you remember what is a whole number, what is a natural number, what are integers? Just think for a moment. Good. I think many of you got the answers. Now we are just going to refresh those little concepts. First, the numbers starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Those numbers are called as whole numbers. Very good. And the numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, etc. that is up to infinity. Those numbers are called as natural numbers. Now the positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0 is called as integers. Up to this we are thorough, right? Good. Now, always you people will be asking questions, right? What is the number between 0 and 1, Maji? Yes, so many children have asked me in the 7th standard. Now we are going to get the answer for that. The numbers between 0 and 1, that is, it will be in the form of decimals or in the form of fraction. That is, if you split this 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts or 2 equal parts, what will happen? You are going to divide 1 into 2 equal parts. You can divide it as half and another half. It will give you 1. If you are going to divide number 2 into 2 equal parts, what will happen? 1 and 1. So same way, the integers along with the fractional and decimal numbers are called as rational numbers. Okay, that is the topic we are going to start in standard A. Now, let us look at the definition. The numbers that can be written in the form of P by Q, that is in the fractional form, it is called as a rational number. Example 1 by 3. All the numbers that can be written as a fraction are known as rational numbers. It can be a positive fraction or a negative number. Okay, negative fractional number. Now, another one example is there. Look at this. 5 minus 11, 7. What are these numbers? These are called as integers. Suddenly, all of a sudden, why are we calling these integers as rational numbers? Because you can convert all the integers, be it positive or negative, you can convert it as a rational number if you write it in the form of P by Q or A by B. Now, if you want to convert this 5 into a rational number, what we should do? You have to put 1 in the denominator. Then it will become, when it is 5 by 1, it is in the form of P by Q. That means it is a rational number. Now, same way there are some decimal numbers, 0.75. What does it mean? It is in parts of 100, 0.75. How can you divide it? You have to count the decimal parts after the decimal point. That is, there is a point and the first number is 7, second number is 5. So there are 2 points, 2 places, so that we have to add 2 zeros in the denominator, and you can cancel out and write it as 3 by 4. So 0.75 can be denoted as 3 by 4. So this fractional number is fractional form we can get. That one is also, hence it can also be called as a rational number. Same way for 1.3. So for 1.3 there is one place after the decimal point. So we are going to put 10 in the denominator and we are going to divide. Even if you divide, the answer will be same. 13 by 10 will give you the answer 1.3. The value will not change when we are converting into a rational number. Okay. Next, we are going to spot the rational numbers on a number line. That is, we are talking about this 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 3 by 4. These terms we are talking, right? Now we are going to spot where are they lying in the number line. For example, if you are taking from 0 to 1, I want you to spot 3 by 4. The value in the denominator shows you how many parts the number is being divided. Okay, now 3 by 4, it means 1 is divided into 4 equal parts. From 0, you have to count 4 equal parts and just count after the 0, there is one line, that is the first one. Now the second one, and third point is 3 by 4. Okay, now There are proper rational numbers and improper rational numbers. Same way we have proper and improper fractions, right? What is a proper fraction? The numerator will be lesser than the denominator. That is called as a proper fraction. Same way, proper rational numbers means numerator will be lesser than the denominator. Now, for example, 3 by 4 is a is a proper or improper rational number? It is a proper rational number. Now, for all the proper rational numbers, it will always lie between 0 and 1. If it is a negative number, it will always lie between 0 and minus 1. Okay, because the denominator is bigger than the numerator. So, the proper rational numbers will always lie between 0 and 1 or 0 and minus 1. Now, the next concept, improper rational numbers. What is an improper fraction? It means the numerator will be bigger. When the numerator is bigger, what we will do first? We will convert it to a mixed fraction. For example, 18 by 5 is given. You can convert this into 3 by 5. So now what is the denominator here? 5. And what is the number you are written as quotient? 3. That is this format, right? QR by D. And this quotient number 3. So it denotes that 18 by 5 lies between 3 and 4. So 3 by 5 means starting from 3, it will be ending before the number 4. Okay. Now shall we spot this 3 by 5 on a number line now? For this, first you have to draw a number line. Now since the denominator is 5 here, you are going to split 3 and 4 is there. In between you have to split it into 5 equal parts. Okay, you are splitting it here, and then the first part after 3 you have to count till 3 because the remainder is 3 here. So you are counting it 1, 2 and 3 and spotting that as 3 by 5. Okay, hope up to this you are clear. Now the next thing what we are going to learn is writing a decimal as a rational number. Now we already saw in the previous example how we are converting a decimal to a fractional number, 0.25. For example, if you are taking this number, how can you convert this to a fraction? As always, from the decimal point you will count how many digits are there, and then you will divide it with the number of digits with the zeros, and you will write the answer. For example, if it is 0.25, what will be the answer? 25 divided by 100. That will give you 1 by 4. So 0.25 is equivalent to 1 by 4. That is the rational number for 0.25. Now same way, few numbers are there which cannot be converted to a rational number. For example, value of pi. We all know that the value of pi is 3.14. It is a constant, so it will never change. So the fraction, we cannot convert it to an exact fraction, and those type of numbers does not have a rational number, or it can be called as irrational numbers. Okay, up to this you are clear, I think, children. So we'll continue tomorrow. I'll send the homeworks now. Okay, thank you, children.